Now, you may notice that there is a significant amount of cheesecake missing from this particular one. That's because, thanks to the wonders of technology, the phone that I used to record the video froze up and deleted most of the recording. So I am going to be retasting cheesecakes I've already tasted and trying to give you the opinion that I had previously recorded and is now lost forever. Hey guys, welcome to today's video where I'm going to be taste testing and reviewing every single flavour of Goo cheesecake. That's a lot of cheesecake. So I'm going to go get my spoon, get my cheesecakes and get started. I have spent the last week going around every single supermarket hunting down every flavour I could of Goo cheesecakes. I've managed to get 11. If there are any other flavours out there, they're not in my area because I have looked everywhere. So I'm going to divide the cheesecakes into 3 categories. The first one I'm going to call fruity cheesecakes, and they're the ones that come in these white boxes. And I've got 5 of them, although one of the 5 isn't actually fruit. So I'm going to start with this one. This is the strawberry and clotted cream cheesecake. It's got a very airy texture, and I'm guessing that's the clotted cream. It's not as thick as I think some of the other ones are. The strawberry taste is really intense, but it's nice and fruity. It's not synthetic or overly sweet. And then the cream flavour comes through at the end. I think this would make a nice, light, refreshing summer dessert. But do I love it? No, I don't think I do. If I was rating this as a dessert, I'd probably say it was distinctly average. So next up, I have Peruvian lime. So I'm going in. Much creamier. That is nice. I'm actually surprised at how nice that is, because I'm not a big fan of citrus flavours. The lime just comes through at the end and it's not too intense, but it's really tangy and refreshing and a really good balance for the cream. So yeah, I'm really pleasantly surprised with that one. So the next fruity cheesecake is blueberry and lemon. I do like blueberries. So nice big spoonful. One thing I love about Goo cheesecakes is they are generally really quite thick, and they do taste quite decadent, which, considering the price, you'd expect them to. That's lovely. The blueberry topping has actual blueberries in it, and they kind of burst in your mouth and they're really full of flavour and juicy. And then at the end, you sort of get the bitterness of the lemon. So yeah, it's a really good fruity cheesecake. I like that one. So I'm going to go for this one next. This is Sicilian lemon. That is zesty. Wow. If you love lemon, you'll love this. Me, personally, I don't love lemon. It's really strong lemon flavour. So now I have the fifth and final one from the white box range, and this one is just a New York cheesecake. So basically vanilla. Oh my God. I forgot to say, it's got a speculoos crumb. If you don't know what that is, it's basically very, very similar to Biscoff. It's really coming through at the end, that sort of caramel taste from it. It's a really thick cheesecake, but it's not, it's creamy rather than rich. I could eat both of the pots of that in one sitting. I do think there are more exciting flavours out there. So I think out of the 5 that I'm calling the fruity ones, I'd have to go for the lime because it is more unusual, but they would all make lovely, light, refreshing summer desserts. I am actually kneeling on the floor to do this, and yeah, my feet have gone dead. So if I'm shifting about a bit, it's because I've lost all feeling in my legs, and that's not good. But it won't be when I try to stand up, which won't be for a while because I've still got 6 cheesecakes to go. So I'm now moving on to the new Goo Inspirations range. It's the latest one that they have brought out. And first up, I have this one, which is cookies and cream. Distinctly underwhelming. There's a very strong taste of cream, and then there's a bit of a taste of chocolate. I'm quite disappointed because it doesn't taste of cookies and cream. There are better cheesecakes out there. Oh, excuse me. Next up, I have the red velvet, which I quite like the red crumb, which I think is a nice touch. Although if I didn't know it was red velvet, I might think it was something mad like chili. Let's see if this tastes anything like red velvet. No, no, it does not. I'm honestly not sure if that is worse or the lemon. And given that I've had to re-record this and eat that again, believe me, that's dedication. That is not nice. This one and the cookies and cream are the kind of cheesecakes I would give to people I didn't like very much. It's got a texture very similar to the clotted cream one. There's a bit of a chocolate taste to it. I'd say this is a mediocre attempt. Even if you love red velvet, go out and get a red velvet cake. Don't get this dessert. It is not red velvet. It is not very nice. Which leaves me with one final cheesecake from this Inspirations range, and it's this, which is the chocolate and honeycomb. Now, it did have pieces of honeycomb on top, but it only had 4. The other 3 were all in the section that I've already tasted, but we're pretending that I haven't done that. So I'm going in again. I'll get this last honeycomb ball. Well, it's definitely nicer than the other two. The honeycomb is not very crunchy, and I wouldn't really say it tastes of honeycomb. It's more like caramel. There is chocolate flavour in the base, and it is creamy, and I do like it. But I have to say that the Goo Inspirations range is very uninspiring. If you try any of the cheesecakes from that range, I would say make it this honeycomb one and stay away from that red velvet. So I'm hoping that I have actually saved the best for last. I was going to do the Goo Inspirations last, and now I'm really glad that I didn't, because yeah, I'm really disappointed with them. Now these ones are actually intact because I didn't get as far as actually tasting them when technology decided that it was gonna mess with me. So the first one I'm going to try is the vanilla and chocolate. It's another really thick cheesecake with a lovely thick layer of chocolate. When I first tasted it, it was slightly bitter. Then the creaminess of the actual cheesecake layer came through, and the biscuit base doesn't make it too chocolatey. When I did my supermarket cheesecake video, I did mention that I'm not a massive fan of chocolate bases on cheesecakes, but it's a nice cheesecake. I am now going to go for the salted caramel cheesecake. These are so thick. And that is gorgeous. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's really creamy, really caramelly, but not too sweet. It's rich and the saltiness comes through at the end. If you love caramel the way that I do, you need this cheesecake in your life. It is damn good. I just want to eat the whole thing right now. But I still have one cheesecake left. It's the Goo Zillionaires cheesecake with fancy flecks of gold stuff. Let's see what this one's like, if I can get it out the pot. I prefer this definitely to the chocolate and vanilla, because even though the chocolate does have the bitterness, it's got the contrasting sweetness of the caramel. That's a rich dessert. You would not want to have this after a heavy meal, or after eating or even tasting 10 other cheesecakes, most of them twice. I do like it. I do prefer the salted caramel, because for me this one's just a bit too chocolatey. It has got caramel in it as well, but it is, as I say, it's a really, really rich dessert, very, very decadent. But that salted caramel one, they need to do that in a bigger size. So my top three would have to be the Peruvian lime, the honeycomb, and the salted caramel. They are the three that I would recommend from each of those different ranges. But my overall favourite will come as no surprise. It's the salted caramel one, hands down. If you liked this video, then please give me a thumbs up, and you can share the video with anyone that you think might enjoy it. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Kaz Loves Cakes. Right, I'm going to take this and the other one from the fridge. I know how I'm spending my afternoon. See you next time.